Hello, silver stackers and collectors. Silverstruck here, and welcome to my channel. If you like silver stacking or metals collecting, maybe a little of each, I hope you enjoy watching. This video is going to be a lot different from all the other videos I've done. I'm only going to focus on this 1 ounce of silver. This particular silver round I picked up at my LCS some time ago. It was in the generic round bin along with a bunch of other generic silver. And I didn't think much of it. I thought the round was cool. Picked it up with a bunch of other items, and that was that. And as I've gone through my stack and collection, I kind of gravitated back to this round and decided I wanted to figure out what this round really meant. There's a lot of symbolism, so I decided to do a bunch of research on it, and couldn't believe what I came up with. So if you like history, symbolism, maybe a little bit of religion in this one, it's just the content of what this round is about, then stay tuned and enjoy watching. If you're more of a stacker, you might want to check out some of my stacking videos instead of boring you with this one. So what are we looking at here? Let's start with the outside rim first, and this is the Committee of the States Articles of Confederation on the outside near the rim of the coin. The top of the coin has the year 1984, and that is the year this round was struck. And on the bottom of the coin, you're going to see 1778. So what are the Articles of Confederation? Congress approved the Articles of Confederation in 1777. And it was sent to each of the 13 states at the time for ratification. The first signing was July 9, 1778, and it took a while. They didn't have email back then. It took a while for all the states to actually sign and ratify the Articles of the Confederation. It predates what ended up being or what led to the United States Constitution. So, pretty interesting. The inner ring past that is a ring of all the 13 states that were involved, and not in any particular order. You can see New Hampshire at the top. We'll start there. That's my home state. We have New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and Georgia. I think I got all of them. So if you're from one of those states and you know a little bit about this U.S. history going back a ways, let me know. Leave a comment. Pretty neat so far. Now, we get to the inner ring there, and we have a lot going on. Basically, that is the first proposed coat of arms that was sent to Congress August 20, 1776. Now, it was never approved as the official coat of arms. We all know what the coat of arms for the United States looks like today. At least if you're in the U.S., you do. So this was a coat of arms that didn't make the cut, so to speak. And there's a couple different versions of it you can find. This is one version. I'm not sure if they modified it for the round or not. So let's get into what this coat of arms is all about. And we'll start at the very top. We have the Eye of Providence in a radiant triangle. It is not the Eye of Mordor, unfortunately, for you Lord of the Rings fans. I couldn't resist that. The Eye of the Providence and the radiant triangle at the top. Now, beneath that, we have a couple goddesses in a shield right in the middle. So let's start with the goddess to the left. That is Dexter, the goddess of liberty. And she's in a corset of armor, and that alludes to present times. And in her right hand, she has a spear and cap, and in her left, she is supporting the shield. The goddess on the right-hand side is Sinister, the goddess of justice, bearing a sword in her right hand and a balance in her left. In between them, we have the shield, of course. And that shield, that's really interesting, has a symbol from each of the nations that basically settled the eastern seaboard of the United States for the most part. You could argue there's other little bits of history that are left out of there, but what they were going for there were the main nations that settled most of what would be the New England states and the greater eastern seaboard. So, to begin, we'll go from the top. The first symbol is the rose of emerald guiles and argent for England. The second would be a thistle proper for Scotland. The third is a harp for Ireland. The fourth would be the flower de luce for France. And I'm probably butchering all of these, so you guys can also make fun of me in the comments if you like on that. I'm doing the best I can with this stuff. Number 5 would be Imperial Eagle Sable for Germany. In 6th, you're going to see the Belgic Lion Guiles for Holland. So pretty interesting. Underneath that, we all know this one, E Pluribus Unum, out of many one, and that's at the banner at the bottom of the shield where the goddesses are standing. And of course, we have some actual silver content to get out of the way here. We have 3/9 silver below that, and then of course down near the 1778, it does say 1 troy ounce. So there you have it. There's a lot going on with this round. I can't believe somebody went through the pains to do the research on this and put these items on a round. And if we get to the flip side of this round, there's even more. I'm not sure which side is the odd verse versus the reverse, so we're just going to flip this round, and we'll call this side 2. So as we look at this reverse side here, we'll start with the bottom. You can see that it says 1984 trade unit. Again, 1984 was the year this round was struck. And on the periphery of the rim, rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Now, I did some research on that as well, and apparently what's happened here is that motto was first suggested but not used for the United States seal. So pretty interesting. Benjamin Franklin had come up with it, rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. It suggested this motto, but again, it wasn't used for the seal of the United States. Thomas Jefferson liked it so much that he eventually adopted it for his own uses, for his own seal. So pretty interesting. This coin has a lot of rejection to it, right? This motto was rejected, not used as a motto for the United States, along with the coat of arms on the reverse side, or the other side of the round also was rejected, not used. It's another proposed symbol. And so let's get to the artwork in the center of this particular round. Again, this is artwork that eventually did not make it on anything official. So this entire round is about proposed ideas that never made it, which is just, it blows my mind that somebody came up with that for a silver round. So the artwork in the center, basically what we have is the scene out of Exodus where the Pharaoh of Egypt is chasing Moses and his people across the Red Sea. That's what's going on. So on the right-hand side of the coin, you're going to see a pharaoh with a crown and a sword, holding his sword up high, and underneath his torso you can see the wheels of his chariot, and then the chariot in front, and the horses in front of that. You can see some people trying to get out of the water, and other people trying to cross. And directly across from that, you're going to see the other shoreline where the front individual is a depiction of Moses. He's holding what's supposed to be a wand up to separate out the Red Sea. And then above that, we have a flame in a cloud. So, and that has another meaning as well. That was the pillar of fire in the cloud is supposed to be the guiding light through the nighttime, as I understand it. So, if I get any of this wrong, and you you know more about certain symbolisms on this round, just leave them in the comments. So, interesting round. I've talked about it for a while now, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've made it through all that history for one round, kudos to you. Let me know if you like collecting vintage rounds. I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching.